Hello guys, welcome back to ESENtaxa. Andrea Papito here, and in today's video I'm going to talk about the huge success that the Italian high net worth individual flat tax regime or fixed tax regime is having this year. We have seen some statistics, some very important newspaper released some statistics about people moving to Italy, millionaires or billionaires also moving to Italy to exploit this high net worth individual tax regime. And in this video I'm going to tell you something that you're not going to see on all these newspaper, YouTube videos. So everybody is talking about this tax regime and why and where people, millionaires, are moving to Italy, but they're not telling you the real reason behind it, why this regime is becoming more and more attractive, or it's so attractive compared to other jurisdictions in Europe or in another part of the world. If you're new to this channel, I just want to remind you that here in ESENtaxa we talk about how to optimize your taxation if you want to move into a specific country. We also help people with the relocation plan. We also help people with the tax simulation to understand in advance if in that specific country with specific tax regimes you can save some taxes compared to your country of origin. And if you want to know more, in the description below the video you have our calendar link to book a consultation with us or have our limited consultancy assistance or simply a few questions with the 20 minutes call. And also you can explore other services. You can have all our information on our website www.esentaxa.com. Now, this specific tax regime, I will quick summarize how it works. It's very simple, and that's one of the reasons it's so chosen by millionaires. It basically, you pay a flat tax of 200,000 euro, and in exchange you don't pay and you don't disclose. This is a very important point. You don't disclose your assets abroad. Okay, so you move to Italy, you have to just move in Italy as a tax resident, and this tax regime lasts for 15 years. So every year you pay 200,000 euro, and then you can make billions of euro abroad, from abroad. So it's an income generated abroad, because the income generated in Italy will be subject to ordinary taxation. But then I'll give you also a cherry on top at the end of this video, so stay tuned up to the end. So you receive income from abroad. You have to make sure that this income is produced abroad and is produced from a country with whom Italy has the agreement to avoid double taxation and an agreement to mutual assistance to exchange of information. So it has to be a whitelisted country, basically. Basically, Italy has all this kind of paper, this kind of agreement with almost all countries in the world, so don't worry about it. And if this agreement is in place, you can consider the stream of income from that specific country, which was the country of your origin, from you, where you were living before, or a third country. You can consider that stream of income part of the program. Okay, so you're making, for example, 10 million euro in Germany, 20 million euro from Brazil, 20 million euro, other 20 million euro in income from Singapore, can be any kind of income, but important things has to be generated abroad. And all your assets abroad, all your financial products are not subject to any wealth tax, and you don't even have to disclose them in the Italian tax file return. Okay, you pay this 200,000 euro fee, and that's it. It's over. Every year, it's one shot, one single fee. So far so good. So it's already quite attractive, especially when UK basically closed the not done regime, and this is basically very similar to not done regime actually. The only difference is that you pay this fee when you move to Italy. But of course, if you make millions of euro, a lot of millions of euro, and you have real high net worth individual, basically for you it's not that much to pay. But here's the thing. All these newspapers, all the people who's talking about this regime probably are real estate agent, financial advisor. They are not real tax advisor, because a real tax advisor is going to tell you the truth behind it, the real power of this tax regime. And the real power of the tax regime is the joint member. What is the joint member? The joint member is basically a member of your family that can join the program. And if the member of your family joins you and you are the main taxpayer, so who pays 200,000 euro, it's called the main taxpayer of the family, and the main taxpayer can bring with him part of the family or the entire family, a wife, children, aunt, cousin, cousins, basically also cousins up to third degree, so it's it's a very large sense of family, let's say like this. And if you and other member of your family are billionaires, the other member of your family, guess how much they pay? Only 25,000 euro per year as a fixed fee. Right, so basically you pay 200,000, but the member of your family only 25,000. I repeat, only 25,000 euro, and that's it. And they basically are subject to the same treatment. So that's the reason why it's extremely attractive if you have a family. For example, two brothers, two great CEO, two great entrepreneurs, they make billions of euros, they move to Italy, only one of the two pays 200,000, the other one pays 25,000, and that's it. And this is extremely advantageous, and that's the reason why it's going to gain a lot of success. Italy is basically, it's rising, all the statistics is coming up to all the statistics, and this is becoming basically one of the top destinations for high net worth individuals. Now, as I promised at the beginning of the video, I'm gonna give you a cherry on top. Of course, before moving forward, I just want to remind you, if you want to know more about this tax regime, how it works, how to apply it, because we are also an accounting firm and we can help you to practically implement this tax regime with your incomes. We can analyze in advance your situation, your structure. We can also provide you an advanced tax ruling with the Italian tax agency to make sure to be bound by any tax audit for 15 years. Bound for 15 years, so they cannot basically bother you with any checks and controls, okay? So what is the cherry on top of this video? And this is one of the newest information that we have received this year. It's the Italian tax agency clarification that also said, if you're moving with this tax regime to Italy, it's true that everything that instead you're producing in Italy as income, so if you're opening up a company or you want to be a freelancer while you're making millions from abroad, you want to in Italy do something, that income will be subject to ordinary Italian taxation, which is not favorable as much as the rest of the tax regimes, right? But if you qualify for impatriate regime, so if you have a certain skills and you belong to one of those professions listed in the public istat.it Italian websites, you will be able, you probably, also you have to be graduated, you will be probably eligible for the impatriate regime at the same time. So if you have applied this tax regime because a member of your family applied it already, you pay only 25,000 euro from your income applied on your income produced abroad, and the rest of the income that you want to produce in Italy up to a threshold of 600,000 euro will be subject to the impatriate regime at the same time. So the Italian tax agency basically gave this year the good news that these two regimes actually are not incompatible as it used to be before, but they can be applied at the same time, okay? And basically the impatriate regime, we extensively talked about this regime, is basically cuts by half all the income generated, the professional income generated in Italy, which means when you're an employee or when you're self-employed or sole proprietorship, exactly half of your income, it's tax-free. And the Social Security, this is also good news, it's calculated on the remaining 50%. Okay? Still, if you want to know more about it, if you want to know more how to correctly combine these two tax regimes, and if you want to know more in general on Italy, on the Italian tax system, how it works, we have our academy ESENtaxa. If you can look at our website www.esentaxa.com, or book a consultation with us in the description below the video. And for anything else, we are here to help you at info@esentaxa.com. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, notification bell, and like button to be always updated whenever we release this kind of content. See you to the next video. Bye.